Ladies and gentlemen, thank you once again for tuning in to another episode of Generation Wrestling Podcast. As always, is yours truly, the 28-year-old piece of gold, the franchise, aka the showstopper, better known as the GOW's resident tribal chief. And with me, as always, to get my tag team partner, my brother, my family, he is the flyest in the room, Mr. 123. Pin that ass down, K Breezy, aka 2 Cold Kimber on the building, bro. What's good?
My bad, man. Sitting here eating this damn red velvet cookie. What's good with the people, man? What's good with y'all, man?
Man, I'm good. Hey, man, so, I'm looking at myself on the camera right now. And, people, I apologize if you see a dangly booger or two. I didn't have time to clean my nose, so I don't see nothing. But if y'all see something I don't see, man, feel free to slide into my DMs and let me know, man. Help me help you.
Damn fool. All right, man, let's get through this war games, man.
Let's get it, man. Let's get it. First of all, man, before you even go through the results, just let me know, man. Who won? Was it you or me?
You say let you what?
I said before we start the results, who won? Like who came out on top last night? Was it you or me?
It was me, but it was only by one. We both got these.
All right. Well, look, man, go ahead, man. This some bullshit, okay? It's some bullshit.
We gonna get into it. First match, War Games match. All right. Now, it was okay. I would have liked if the heels had taken advantage of the woman advantage.
Mm-hmm.
There was some type of dynamic where, because you thought González and them had the advantage, but Toxic Track, they ended up trying to do something and they ended up taking advantage of the War Games. It's, I don't know, just something to try to spice up, the not the obvious that, it looked like the good side girls were gonna win, but I mean, it was a cool match. It had a few spots. I mean, old girl took a nasty swan time on her shoulder. I don't know if she really hurt herself or she just made it look like she hurt herself or she really did both. But it was cool. It was okay. It was a good way to start the match. I mean, start the show, but it was okay. Wasn't nothing too crazy. Wasn't like years before, but the dynamic of the man advantage. I didn't feel like I picked González and then we both did. We picked them to win, but it didn't feel like the heels had an opportunity to really win this match at all.
So yes and no. So me, I really liked the match. I didn't think I would at first. And it's just because, once again, like you said, man, kind of the obvious at first, but I will say I do agree with you when it did feel very lopsided. I feel like with the men's war game, and I don't want to get too far ahead of that because I know we still got to get to that, but I feel like they did a better job of, you really didn't know at any point of the match how it was going to go, because at first it seemed like the heels are going to come out and just start stomping shit, right? And then you had DIY, they kind of did their thing, and then the good guys kind of went on the offensive, and then it to me it seemed a little more thought out. The women's match kind of seemed like it was just the faces just beating the shit out the heels, and that was kind of it. It just seemed like it was a face party. Pause. That sounded so wrong. Pause. Super pause. Hold on. That did not come out the way I intended.
I'm about to eat me another piece of this cookie.
but basically what I mean was, it seemed like really it was just a showcase the faces, and like you said, the heels never really had a chance. The thing I liked about the men's war game was that it was literally the old school versus the new school. So it felt like there was like more at stake with that match. This one, it was just it was a good match, but I kind of feel like this one really served no specific purpose.
You didn't really buy in the heels having an opportunity to win.
Yeah.
At least I didn't. It was a good match. It was a good spot fest, but I really just didn't feel like, man, they could come up with some sneaky way to try to win this match.
You know what? You hit the nail right on the head. It was a spot fest.
Mm-hmm. Can't help, man. Cookie good. All right, man. Next up. I was watching something earlier, and they said something after this match. And the match I'm talking about is for the NXT Tag Team Championships. You had Von Wagner and Kyle O'Reilly going up against Imperium. You know, they should not have been in this match.
Who we said Kyle and Von Wagner?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've been said that though. I've been said that.
But considering what happened after the match, because they lost, and the match was okay. My bald headed dude from Imperium, I can't think of his name.
Fabian Aichner, I believe is his name.
Yeah, he showed out. Hey, my man. Hey, he showed out. He did some stuff I hadn't really quite ever seen him really do, man. So he showed up. Imperium and Kyle O'Reilly were cool. It was really just Von Wagner, man. He was just really there. It was what it was, but Kyle took the victory. I mean, took the pinfall. And then, of course, Wagner tried to attack him afterwards. I feel like that should have happened a couple of weeks ago, and they should have been added to games. That way, when you would have had the true kind of like the last hurrah of the black and gold NXT instead of LA Knight, because LA Knight didn't really fit in this whole War Games match to me. I feel like Kyle versus Wagner would have been a better addition than you know, especially just replacing Kyle O'Reilly with LA Knight. But we can get into that later. But as far as the tag team, man, the match was okay. It was cool. It's just I don't know, man. I just feel like it had elements of the NXT takeover way that we know. But man, you saw Vince's imprints on it. What were your thoughts, man?
Yeah. All right, so you said a lot, so I kind of want to unpack it bit by bit. So the first thing I want to address is the whole LA Knight thing, and you are absolutely correct with the black and gold versus 2.0. LA Knight definitely didn't fit because LA Knight he literally got there at the tail end of the black and gold. You know, you're technically part of the new crop of guys. When you look at the new, we look at like the Carmelo Hayeses. When you look at people like that, like I think Carmelo's been in around 5-6 months now. I believe LA Knight's been around.
I mean, he came in the breakout tournaments. He was a part of the breakout tournament. So everybody in that group was brand new.
But if you think about it, if you really want to be technical as far as the new guys, technically, if you're going to sit there and say LA Knight, because LA Knight's been around 6-7 months, I believe, as well. If you want to sit there and say, okay, well, LA Knight's part of the black and gold, well, then technically, Carmelo Hayes is part of the black and gold. Technically, Odyssey Jones is part of the black and gold. If you want to sit there and do that they got there before 2.0. So, yeah, like you said, man, I don't really feel like...
They do, but they were a part of the... But by that time, you got to think, it was already put out that Vince was... what Vince was going to do. So we were seeing the trickle in of some of the new talent that we saw that Vince was going to start pushing and wanted to, put out there. So you're right, but to a degree, because once we knew what Vince wanted to do, it was a wrap. We knew we were going to start seeing certain people come in and certain people go out. So it was what it was, but yeah, man. LA Knight definitely didn't. They could have swapped that out, but other than that, man, I guess we'll get Kyle O'Reilly versus Wagner in a steel cage match. After, I mean, I'm surprisingly, my TV is on Raw right now, and they're starting off with the Kevin Owens versus Big E steel cage match. So it's like we're gonna get this cage match, and then we're gonna get another cage match tomorrow. So yeah, we'll get that. But moving on, man. The one match I had least interest in, and I hate to say that because I like Cameron Grimes, but was Cameron Grimes versus Duke Hudson. Cameron Grimes won. Yeah, Cameron Grimes won. He didn't get to shave his hair. I got nothing. Unless you got something to say, I got nothing else to add to that.
Yeah, I mean, this match, honestly, I didn't lie to you. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I didn't pay this match any attention because one, I didn't feel. I like Cameron Grimes. I love Cameron Grimes. I like Duke Hudson. But I feel like when you say this show had traces of Vincent Kennedy McMahon's
Oh, I
handprint
haven't even got to the traces of Vincent Kennedy McMahon yet.
I'm going to say that for this, the match itself, once again, I understand that the whole, big blow off, so to be, whoever wins saves the other person. I get that. That's cool. But I don't feel like that this storyline, this rivalry was emotional enough. I don't feel like it was personal enough.
Wasn't War Games worthy.
It wasn't War Games worthy either. But my thing is, I felt like they were like, okay, this is War Games. This is an NXT pay-per-view. This isn't a takeover. I feel like they just like, all right, well, fuck it. We got 2 War Games matches. What other kind of stipulation can we throw out there? And I felt like that's what this was. I didn't feel like there was necessarily a real reason. Like that. And then, like I said, the match itself, I'm sorry, no disrespect, but it wasn't good. And I'm not trying to shit on anybody. It wasn't a good match. So the fact that I already wasn't interested in the storyline, and then I didn't feel like it was worthy of this match type or this pay-per-view, I didn't pay this no attention, man. I was on my phone. I ain't even gonna lie to you, brother.
Yeah, and I hate to say that because, like I say, Cameron Grimes won. Duke Hudson got part of his head shaved, so of course he'll have a new haircut, her hairstyle when he gets back. All right, man. Next up, man, we got Roddy Strong versus Duke Gacy, or not Duke Gacy. What the hell is Duke? I can't remember his first name, but Gacy.
Joe Gacy.
Yeah, man. This match was pointless. This was more of a gimmick of his character than it was anything else. This was more of just Gacy, being, just doing what he normally do on the show during the match. And honestly, it too much stop and go. Like when you watch a Roddy Strong match, you it's about to be some pace. It's about to be a pace.
Yeah.
He's the
cardio machine. That's the dude nickname, the cardio machine.
Right. Whoever Roddy about to go in there with, man, he about to go in there and do some wrecking. And not to say that they didn't do some wrecking. Not to say that they didn't do some stuff. But I mean, the match really didn't hold much with me. I mean, the whole argument of fat shaming or weight shaming, I was never on board with that in the first place. We all know the cruiserweight division is for the smaller guys that never get the opportunity for the heavyweight championship. We all knew that, man. These guys need their own division, which they needed, and it's true. But man, I mean, I was glad Roddy won, because I didn't want to see Gacy win, but yeah, it was what it was.
Yeah. Again, man, another match I did not care for, which hurts my feelings because I like Roddy Strong a lot. I'm starting to really feel this Joe Gacy character and what he's coming up with. But again, man, it's just like you said, man, it was too gimmicky. In my cruiserweight matches, I want to see cruiserweights. And I understood what this was. But had we not just done this not too long ago,
I want to see that pace, man. I want to see a certain pace when I watch a cruiserweight match. Especially when it's like a Kushida and a Roddy Strong. Like, I want to see something like that. It could have been Kyle. It could have been so many other. Even if you wanted to use a newer person, I'm pretty sure there was someone else that Roddy Strong could have went up against. It could have been Escobar for all I care. I would have been cool with Escobar getting the title shot and going up against Roddy Strong. And you could have had Del Fantasma going up against Diamond Mine a little bit. So you could have had that kind of playing off. At least you got a faction and a faction. That could have been something. But yeah,
my thing is, with the match, the thing that really turned me off before the match even got started was, like I said, you just did this same scenario with Escobar and Cross. Like, you just did this not even a year ago. So now you're gonna do it again. And I'm like, damn, bro, like, that's lazy booking. Like, whatever. Like I said, I like Joe Gacy. I think he's got the
That too, but
potential.
they don't Vince don't watch the show. So when he gonna know that he did NXT did that with Cross? Unless somebody told him, but nobody probably told him because they said it wasn't matter. They still wants to do it anyway.
You know what's crazy? The watching this takeover last night, bro.
Uh-uh.
My heart, excuse me. Watching this War Games, my heart hurts for Triple H, bro. Like yesterday was the symbolic, official nail in the coffin. It was Bron Breakker. We'll get to that, but
no, we there. Go ahead and get to that. I mean, that was it. I mean, I ain't got nothing to talk about after that. It's the men's War Games, man. We can get to it. Go ahead.
When seeing Bron Breakker, and we all know how over he is, right? I mean, Johnny Gargano, he came out with the old Rebel Heart theme music, and for a minute, it took me a second to realize, like, I knew I recognized the song, but he been coming out to the Wade theme, so like for the last year and a half, I forgot about Rebel Heart. So when he came out, I was like, oh shit! Oh shit!
I'm like, oh, that's Rep. I'm like, oh, okay, Johnny. All right.
Dude,
as soon as I saw that face, you can't never forget the weird space.
So let me tell you, leading up until that. So earlier in the night, when Tommaso Ciampa and you had the NXT OGs in the back with LA Knight, and they were cutting their promos, and Johnny was like, "Hey, this is as long as I've been here, this is my first War Games. This might be my last." I'm like, damn, okay, so they setting it up. And then Ciampa like, all right, DIY one last time. And then we came out with the old music. And then I seen, and it was funny because I'm looking at his gear. I'm like, God damn, he got a lot of colors going on. But then somebody took a picture of it and put it up on Twitter. And it was like, Johnny Gargano wearing, like, his gear was a combination of all his takeover gears he worn in the past sewn together. And I'm like, oh shit, that makes sense. So
he always do something, and that's probably the best thing for him to do.
To see Bron Breakker, he's over, super over. To see him win and the crowd not give a fuck, that let me know right there, it's over for the black and gold. Like, it's been over, but I think yesterday, that's when literally every NXT fan like really had to come to grips with it. It was like, damn. It was like that reality check. It's like it, but it wasn't real. I feel like yesterday it was real. And when Johnny Gargano, when he makes his announcement tomorrow and he goes on NXT and he addresses the crowd in the WWE universe and he says, what's on his mind, and the fact you got Kyle O'Reilly contract coming up, and the fact you're going to be losing a lot more people. You're losing Beth Phoenix. So commentary, that's already going to be a little bit different. Not Shawn Michaels, Scotty Suhadi, he's leaving. It's not fun there anymore. Bro, man, dude, I feel so bad for Triple H, bro, because go ahead. I'm gonna let you go because I feel like I'm rambling. I want to let you speak, and then I kind of want to hear what you got to say.
Here's a little something I want to put on your mind. And here's a possibility that Johnny may not he may not be leaving. He may just be taking some time off. And the reason I say that is because, one, Candace is still signed to the company. And you know how when people leave, they freeze their contract. So when they come back, they get back that time that they missed. So she's been out for about 9 to 10 months, or maybe a little bit longer. So they're gonna want that year to come back. And it's not really sure when her contract ends anyway. So there's a good chance he could be one truly either leaving the company or going to the main roster. But the problem with that is like, damn, do we trust that he's gonna actually look semi-legit or be what we know him to be on the main roster, or is he gonna be a joke when he get up there? And that's something that kind of got brought up, and it's like, damn, man, I almost rather him leave. But because of Candace still being there and she being pregnant, I could see him taking time off, getting ready to have the baby, and just coming back and being WWE. What are your thoughts on that?
Okay, so I haven't looked at his.
Now, this is potentially.
Yeah, I haven't looked at his social his social media bios lately. I do know a few weeks back, or maybe a little bit over a month ago, excuse me, somebody had brought up the fact that he took out NXT superstar in his bio on his social media. And if anybody knows, man, all these wrestlers, they got their company and everything like that. And so when I saw that, there was rumors even then that Gargano was going to leave the company or at least be taking some time off. And then to see him with his takeover gear, I agree. He could be taking time off, but I feel like if he knew in his heart that he was coming back, I don't think it would have been this dramatic as far as the whole, even NXT. They put out on
and that's why I throw out he's not leaving WWE. He's going to the main roster. He just won't be in NXT no more.
You know what?
That's why I say there could be the potential of that.
I can see that. And the rumors are that there's been serious talks on really trying to get him to sign, resign, I should say, Kyle O'Reilly as well. Roderick Strong is already locked in. My only thing is, bro,
I don't see Kyle staying. I see Kyle leaving. Kyle, yeah. I definitely see him leaving.
My only thing is this, and I can't tell another man what to do with his life, right? You got to do what's right for you and yours, but I can't see, and I'm just a fan. I don't know the inner workings, but I can't see the way a guy like a Bryan Danielson, who has reached that mountaintop, that peak, and he left, and WWE even agreed to a lot of his terms. He still left. I can't see how a guy like Mox, a guy like Jericho, who sort of never wrestled in another American-based company as long as Vince McMahon was still in business, he left. I can't see how a guy like Adam Cole, who arguably had probably the most success ever out of anybody, including Johnny Takeover and Tommaso Ciampa, he left. So I can't see what the rumors of what they were going to do with a guy like Adam Cole. I can't see what Vince and them did with DIY when they were in their rivalry on NXT, and Vince didn't give a fucking, brought him up to the main roster until Ciampa got hurt, then put him back down. I can't see, if I'm Johnny Gargano, with all due respect, I can't see him wanting to go to the main roster. Not saying he's not, but my thing is, dude, oh my God, I don't even want to think about it. Unless he goes to SmackDown, I hope Johnny's one of those guys, man. He can kind of squeak through the cracks, but you see what they're doing. You see, Vince, he's already made it clear. He wants younger, he wants faster, he wants stronger. Johnny Gargano's still quick. He's not younger. He's kind of fast. He's not the biggest guy. He's not the strongest guy. I don't want to see Johnny being an enhancement talent on fucking Monday Night Raw or Friday Night SmackDown. For that, you can keep his ass in NXT, where at least now he's built up his credibility. But the only thing is, with NXT, he's done so much. It's like a big fish in a small pond. So it's like, okay, do you want to be the big fish in the small pond, or do you want to take your chances on the main roster, possibly get lost in the shuffle? It isn't always bad. Look at Bianca Belair. When she got called up to Monday Night Raw, we like, where the fuck is she? And then, bam, she went to SmackDown, and now she's like one of the faces of the company. So Shayna Baszler, same thing. Got put in the hokey storylines, got traded to SmackDown. Took a minute. She's not the same as she was in NXT. Asuka, perfect example. Dude, we thought it was done for when her and Charlotte, went at it. But then
it was done for Asuka. It took into a pandemic for it to really work for Asuka, and even then, it almost didn't work.
Right. So my thing is, there's a glimmer of hope, but it's like, me, honestly, as much as I want to see Johnny Gargano leave, I don't even want to see him go to AEW. I feel like he would be a perfect fit for Impact.
Oh yeah! Oh man! Oh my God!
Like Johnny Gargano, Impact gets like a guy.
Oh my Lord, man! Oh Lord, the X Division,
the Good Brothers, exactly.
Ooh,
come on, now, Johnny G and Impact. Now you talk about bringing the ratings. Johnny Gargano. I'm not saying he's going to change the company, but hell, if Christian Cage,
but he gonna definitely raise the level though. It's definitely gonna raise the level with some people. That's especially for the ones that they have who are making names for themselves, and then to go up against a guy like this dude. Oh yeah,
but think about this. Think about the possibilities this brings, because Impact, they had a partnership with AEW, and there's talks that they're still open to work together. But then you got AAA Mexico, you got CMLL, you got MLW, you got GCW, you had Ring of Honor, and now you got New Japan. So now you get to see Johnny in all these different promotions. So he's not tied down to just one promotion, but Impact is his base home. Oh, to me, I think it's a win-win. So let Johnny take time off, be a father. Hey, once again, congrats. Another boy from the 216. I ain't mad at it. Too cold. Yeah, hey. It was bittersweet, man, but I think we'll probably have a more concise understanding tomorrow once, he lays out everything. And then I think, as fans, unless he just explicitly says, hey, I'm done or I'm not done, we kind of have a broader idea of what's going on.
I'm surprised they're letting him walk like this. That's why I think he's going to the main roster. I can't see Vince allowing this to happen. Yeah. But I don't know. Maybe he had to change of heart, or maybe somebody talked him into it. Maybe a certain heartbreak kid got into Vince's ear and was like, look, man, you just can't just do certain. You got to show some appreciation because you still got to take a look. A lot of the people that you got on your main roster now as being your main stars, their names were made in NXT. Your main guy, NXT. Okay, all these guys: Seth Rollins, NXT; Kevin Owens, NXT; Big E, NXT. Like Finn Balor. I mean, yeah, some did great, some did okay, and some were the Hall of Fame of catering. But
he's in the Hall of Fame of catering. Hey, we're gonna trademark that one.
I yeah, man, yeah, your main roster now is mostly former people that were in NXT.
Yeah. Which is crazy because Vince was bitching about, not having enough stars. Motherfucker, you got rid of all your people on the black and gold for this.
You had the gold head in your backyard the whole damn time. It was called the black and gold brand for a reason.
But let me tell you, bro, the majority of your roster is NXT people. So what are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about? Most of your champions in the last 5 years.
Too small. They're too small. So fucking what, man? Damn, nobody want to see 6, 7 dudes, man, wrestle around all the goddamn time. Bro, man, we want to see some wrestling. Damn, wrestle.
Look at Vinnie Mac. Vinnie Mac calling the fucking kettle black. I mean, I understand you getting old, but Vince McMahon ain't the same big old cock diesel, grapefruit, white draw wearing motherfucker he used to be back in the day when he had people bending over like William Regal in the Kiss My Ass Club. Vince got skinny as all shit. Hey, things change, Vince. You should know that.
Barely talk. Shit.
Yeah, Bryan Danielson, Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart, Razor, well, I can't say Razor, but Dean Malenko, shit like that. Chris Jericho, he's a little stockier now. Eddie Guerrero, Rey Mysterio,
Kurt Angle, baby, Kurt Angle, let's go. AJ Styles, let's go. Come on, man.
Like these are guys. These are guys that are proving to you that these guys can't draw money. Come on now, fucking Daniel. At the time, Daniel Bryan, Brock Lesnar has openly admitted he likes working with with smaller guys because they can keep up with him. Brock Lesnar is a fucking freak of nature. And the fact that he wants to go in the ring with a guy like a Daniel Bryan and people of the Finn Balor, people like that. Dude, there is money in there. And here's the thing. Okay, the fucked up part about it with me, and this is where I'm kind of feeling some type of way. I ain't tall. The fucked up part about this for me is, that there's money in these guys. There's some money in the guy like a Rey Mysterio or a guy that size. That. But the problem is your fucking ego, because you and your universe, you got to be God. You and your universe, small people, the little people won't believe that. Oh, so I can't believe that a guy like CM Punk is meant to be a main eventer. I can't believe that this guy could be fucking The Undertaker, but I could believe Shawn Michaels can go against The Undertaker. I could believe old-ass Ric Flair could still be wrestling in his fucking 60s, going up against 300-pound fucking Batistas and shit like that. It's like, so you make believe what you want to believe. It's fucking fake. It's a fake universe. Anybody can win. Like, I don't get it. Kurt Angle got chokeslammed off of a garage and he came back a week later. Like, he shot the Big Show with a tranquilizer gun. He didn't go to jail. Like, it's fake. What are we doing? Shane McMahon had his nuts electrocuted with a car battery. It is fake. What are we doing? Must I continue?
All right, man. You stupid. You stupid. Hell no, man. All right. See, I done got you riled up now.
I'm sorry, Leo. I'm sorry, Leo.
Oh shit, man. Look here, ladies and gentlemen. That's our War Games review. 30 minutes. Hey, we gave you 30 minutes, man. We talked about it.
Man, how hard it was, bro, to bullshit the people.
Hey, man, look, it is hard to bullshit the people, and the problem is we all got used to it because we thought TNA would do something, but then that floundered. So then we gave up on anything else. So we all just accepted WWE, and they knew it, and we just got sucked in for it all that time. But then once AEW came about, and we see what it is, and we see it's really more focused on the wrestling. It's focused on what people really want to watch. And no, they're still not going to do big, huge numbers because they have to convince the casual fan that WWE ain't the only thing you want to watch. And that's the thing. The casual fan has been drinking the WWE Kool-Aid for so long, they don't know how to look at nothing else. They just, and they don't know wrestling. So they don't know that these guys aren't born out of WWE. No, they're not born in WWE. They're from somewhere else. They got signed in WWE. They got a bigger name. You might have recognized them, or you just might recognize them. Some of them don't even have a bigger name because they'll never do shit. They're the only Hall of Fame cater. So
well, damn, Tuco. Tell them how you really feel.
I mean, that's just what it is. But the point is, you get people who think, well, they're from they're rejects of WWE, so they're no good. No, WWE didn't value them and give them opportunity. Now, granted, sometimes guys drop the ball. Can't always say it's the company. Guys just don't show up to do and take advantage of their opportunity that they have. But for definitely, most definitely for some, man, you can't say that. So, you gotta say they dropped the ball. But look, ladies and gentlemen, that's our like I said, that's our War Games review. We are not doing a Raw review. I'm not gonna lie, the cage match wasn't bad. I was sitting here watching it, but it wasn't bad. But we're not doing a Raw review. We had to make up for the. He said the day Franchize found out it was fake was the day he put that kid in the ankle lock. That's true, Leo.
It's still real to me, damn it.
He said it was still real to me. Yeah, it was. It was real. He was really kicking your ass in your face. He was really busting up your shit.
Like, damn, this one in the script.
Oh shit, man. But yeah, we're gonna come back tomorrow with an NXT review. We'll see what happens, man, with Gargano, man. Highlighting oh my god, the women's War Games. But yeah, man, we'll see what happens. Gargano's giving his farewell speech. Is he leaving WWE or is he just leaving NXT? We'll find out. Tune in, same bat channel, same bat time. Oh, well, that's an
with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you again, as always, for tuning in to another episode of the Generation Wrestling Podcast, man. Quick shout out, man. A whole bunch of people on Facebook, man. God damn, y'all show love today. Woo! Thank you very much. Y'all missed us. We need to start coming on the day after more often. Maybe y'all are missing some more. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you once again for tuning in to another episode of Generation Wrestling Podcast. I'm the 28-year-old piece of gold. He's King Too Cold. And man, we'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.